Everyone, you turn on the news, you turn on TV, and you turn on the radio, and you talk to friends, you network with people, and the biggest thing that people keep talking about is this economy. Oh, it's a struggle. Can't get jobs. Can't, people that are, hunger, all these different issues. And then it seems like in this poor economy right now we have, you're going and you're still following your dreams. You're still hitting the road. And what's it like to live in this economy as a band right now? Because you guys been doing it for a while where
Awesome
maybe you
question.
had money, you know?
Yeah.
You went there where you had a record label backing you up, where they were like, "Hey, we're gonna pay for this and that. Don't worry about it, guys." And then now you're going, "Hey, Stacy, how much money did we make tonight in merch? $5. That's it.
Yeah.
Last night we made 50. How do you guys, how do you guys afford this?"
It's actually another amazing question. You're doing really well with me tonight. It's kind of a hive mentality. Like, what's the best for everyone? We eat together, we sleep together, we drive together, we exist together. Like, as you can see, this is the bus, so we are stuck with each other all of the time. So we really do, like, I've surrounded myself with family and friends at this point. Like, in the beginning, I just hired whoever was necessary to fill the slot. So, can you play this part? Cool, you're hired. Oh, cool, you can do this? Cool, you're hired. Then I learned later that doesn't really do anything positively. So now I've filled in the positions that I need with people that I trust and know are going to do the job properly. So when you're saying, like, "Hey, Stacy, how much money do you have?" that really does happen, and it's awesome to me to know that if we did only had $10 between the two of us, we would share it. And the same thing goes for the band. Like, there's many times where everybody, we got a little barbecue grill in the back and some bag toss boards, and we'll all throw in like 10, $15, and we'll go to Walmart and buy hamburgers and hot dogs, and we'll do a grill out together, and we'll all throw in, and it's much more of a family-oriented unit and like a team now. And I think that's the only way you can survive. And like you said, when Virgin was quote-unquote paying the bills, they weren't really even paying the bills, though. And we didn't even notice that at that time because we didn't know much. What they were doing was loaning you money at a ridiculous APR, which is interest rate. So what you learn later after, when you're young and they put contracts down and you sign them and whatever, like, they're like, "Yeah, we're going to do all this, you pay all that back. So they didn't really pay for anything. We actually paid for all of it, and that's another thing that drives members away when they start realizing, "Oh, well, how come I'm not making any money?" Oh, because we all wanted to fly around on first class, and we wanted to take huge buses, and we wanted to do this and that. And now when it comes down to payout time, you're not getting as much as you thought you were, but you really wanted to do that at that time, So we don't really have those problems anymore. How do we survive? We surrounded ourselves with family and friends from our hometown who are realistic and are able to understand, like, realistic budgets and, like, just expenses in general, and then we work together as friends and family, and we're doing great. It's like, it's just that you can't really know what to do until you go through something. Like, you have to experience it once or twice. Like, how could you possibly explain to somebody what it's like to be in love until they've been in love? You know what I mean? Like, that's completely random, like, comparison, but it's entirely relevant if you think about it to a record deal. How could you tell somebody how to be in a record deal until you've done it? You don't know until you have done it.
Right.
And we have done it now, and we have learned, and that's the real actual answer. And I'm sure a lot of bands, if anybody's watching this right now that's gone through what we've gone through, they're probably literally just high-fiving people and saying, "Yes, I know
Told you so."
exactly how he feels,
So Sparks the Rescue on this tour,
Yeah, man.
namesake, and how did this whole tour come about?
Sparks is really cool. I'm glad you brought them up. We met them 5 years ago. They've been a band a long time. Right after we got signed, one of my head guys at Virgin was like, "Hey, you should check this band out called Sparks Rescue." And I was like, "All right, cool." And I'm always into new bands, like anybody, and I always give everybody a chance. And I heard the CD and I liked it, and I met the singer, and he was a really cool dude, and we're friends and have been for I would say a long time, but we've known each other, and we're definitely are friends now, but we'd never toured together until now. And I think for me, it was weird at the time because I was so focused on Red Jumpsuit only, like, everything that revolved around my life complete was just Red Jumpsuit. There was no other, like, possibility to think about anything. But I wound up seeing them later at another show, like just in the crowd, like nobody even knew I was there. I was just chilling, hanging out with my wife, drinking a beer in the back. Nobody even
Being
knew
a
I was there.
Christian, living
And
life.
they were great. They were great. I was like, yeah, remember these guys? And she's like, yeah, because my wife tours with us, because we are a family band. My wife sells the merch and designs it. My brother's our guitar player, so family is very important to me. So we were all hanging out in the back, just watching. I was like, yeah, remember these guys? We played with them a long time ago. She's like, I do remember them. Like, I heard they got a record deal, so that kind of re-sparked our whole interest, and I heard they got signed to Fearless and all that. And then when we did our last tour submission, I saw their name on the list, and I was like, yeah, I like them. I think they're great. And that's that story.
There we go. Nice. So after this tour, I mean, summer is just around the corner. What do you guys plan on doing?
We're going to finish this tour with Sparks, and then we are going to continue. I formed my own record label because I'm just tired of being told no all the time. Every time I try to open a door, I'm told no. I'm over that, so I'm just opening every door I can now on my own, and it's working out great. So, of course, you'd be surprised what you can do when you have a little bit of willpower and, like, some influence. So we're just going back into our studio like we always do now, which we, luckily enough for us, we didn't blow all of our money. Like, you see those VH1 stories, like, where are they now? Like, yeah. Guess what? Not going to happen to us. We built a really awesome recording studio with the money that we made, custom everything, and we sit at home and we make great recordings all the time, all day long when we're home. And then we also rehearse and try new things out and just hang out as a band. So, and that's literally attached to my property. We spent like $50,000 or $60,000 building a custom studio. So I walk out of my front house, let my dogs and cats out to use the bathroom, and then I go into my studio and I sit in there all day. And that's my life.
And you work.
That's my life. When I'm off the road, it's really great, and I'm in the same hometown from where I grew up in, and like I still am surrounded by all my family and friends. So that's what we do. We're gonna continue to make records there as long as we want. Like, we don't really have an expiration date, so we're just gonna keep writing and recording, and releasing and touring until we decide we're done, which is definitely not anywhere in the near future. And that's what it is. Whatever. It's not really mind-blowing, but we're going to make more songs and more CDs and tour.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Right
We're
on.
going to keep doing what we do.
Well, Ronnie, always great seeing you.
Yeah, you too, man. Congratulations on everything.
Yeah, of course.
I look forward to seeing you
Yeah.
in the future on TV.
The theme song of the Vinnie Langdon Show by Ronnie.
That's a secret. We'll come up with that later.
In his backyard.
That's right.
Nice, nice. That's where the magic happens. Well, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus here on the Vinnie Langdon Show. We're going to close it out with a live performance here. A little secret for all of you. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Surprise. Here's a little live version of one of your favorite songs here on the Vinnie Langdon Show. And we'll see you guys next time on the Vinnie Langdon Show.